The Mandalorian, Season 2, Episode 4, Chapter 13, The Siege. I'm a little late with this one, but you know what, guys? I'm kind of busy. I'll explain this all afterwards, after we do a reaction and review for The Mandalorian, The Siege. Actually, to tell you the truth, this one is got a lot of action in it, and I kind of enjoyed it. It's directed by Carl Weathers, who plays Greef Karga, so that's cool. This is how it's going to work, guys. Obviously, you know that I can't show you the entire video here on the side for copyright issues, but I'm going to try to get away with as much as I possibly can, because that's the way things are going, and people have been losing their channels and such. But whatever. We'll try to negotiate this minefield, because if I can't stay up with current events and the way things are going, then you know what? We'll just try it for today's show, and then if it doesn't work, we'll go back to the old method. But as you know, I'll try to watch it until about. I usually watch about halfway and then pause and then talk about it. But what we're going to do is we're just going to work through it at the start, and then see if I'll pause and talk about it as we go along. I'll chop it up as much as I can for copyright issues, as I said before. Guys, a lot of it you can't see and hear because it'll get flagged just like that, and so it should. So basically, the episode starts off with them going to where Greef and Cara Dune are. And along the way, there's this scene where Baby Yoda's in this. He's trying to fix the ship for him, right? And I felt like that was kind of cute. I like that. And it's like, can you please put the blue wire into the red thing and and then he fries himself. I'm sure that some people will find that kind of like shocking. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. I should take that out. Anyway, they get to the planet and they're like, okay, fine. That's good stuff. He's like, my ship really needs repairs. And, oh yeah, they're right. There was this brief introduction of Cara Dune again. She fights these guys that are trying to cook this thing. And it's in the place where the Mandalorian's armor used to be. So there was a lot of Easter eggs going on in this one. Things like when they're going into the town, there's like a statue of IG-11 in the background. And there's a lot of stuff that I didn't see on the first run, but upon my second viewing I did see. And of course I've watched other people's reviews of it so far, and spoiler discussions like we all do. Yeah, as far as the setup goes, is basically he gets down there. Cara Dune has become like the marshal of the town. Greef Karga is kind of like, you know what, I can repair your ship, but I need you to come over and do something for me. You know, he's still got that kind of scoundrel way about him that, you know, you do something, I've got to do something for you, you got to do something for me. And they talk about this Imperial kind of outpost. And that's where things really start to get interesting. But back in the town, I like the shots with Greef Karga there. That was cool stuff. The ship was in peril here. Well, it was like falling apart. And one of the guys who's tasked to repair the ship looks weird. You know, he's a spy of some kind. That's fairly obvious. They put Baby Yoda into this school. Oh yeah, there's the scene with IG-11 in the background. So they put him in this school, and I think this is like the cute factor for everybody. He's like sitting down in his chair. I'm sure he can't understand exactly everything what's going on vocally, but he understands that he still wants to eat stuff. There's a kid beside him with some crackers or cookies or something that everybody says looks like macaroons. I'm pretty sure that that's what they are. And then he uses the force to grab the sweets, and he eats them. We get some parts with Horatio Sands. And guys, this is just all kind of setup stuff, so I'm not going to really drag this out. They're trying to break in, and Mando's flown up. You just see the stormtrooper fall down. That was funny. Yeah, I like that. And that's the humor of the season, right? Of the episode. They go up and they find that there's something more going on in the space. Why are there people walking around? Why are there stormtrooper garrisons here? And all of the stuff is filmed fairly well. It's just cool to see the three of them back together again, working together with the Horatio Sands character. So they decide that they want to blow up the base, and we've seen that shot in the trailer, by having the reactor, which is a lava well, kind of like just overheat and start to blow things up. They make some light jabs here at some of the ironic things that happen in the Star Wars universe, like why things don't have guardrails and such like that. Okay, I like that was kind of funny. Anyway, they set it to blow up and they get the hell out of there. And okay, now they break into the room here with the clone people or whatever they're doing in there, and I'm pretty sure that it's hinting at Snoke. Although I wish that it wasn't, but I guess they have to try to tie it into the sequel trilogy. I guess Moff Gideon is trying to somehow resurrect Snoke, or at least at the beginnings of it, because when they get to the tanks, and everybody's freeze-framed this, everybody's looked at it and is kind of like, well, what's going on here? Okay, there's like the guy with the scar that obviously somewhat could be Snoke, yeah, but then there were shots in the post art that also could be like Maul, or like the same species as Darth Maul. So they're maybe making more than one. That would be cool. That would be a way to maybe elaborate more on the sequel trilogy. Hey, why not? Why, if you're going to just clone somebody, why would you just clone Palpatine? Why not other Sith users or other Force users, and then turn them to the dark side, right? But I found like that was curious, and that'll help start tying things together, at least in the direction of the New Order or whatever they're called, and Snoke. But somewhere along the lines, they must have gotten instructions from Palpatine. Hey, somebody please look into the cloning, find me a body so I can put my essence into it. That may or may not come up in this series. It may come up in another series. But I think that's where they're going. At least they're hinting about it. And I felt like that was pretty cool. So they try to get out of there. They have to blast their way out. And that's when the big action sequence happens. They get into that little troop carrier. Oh yeah, there was this cool shot of Mando going up through the to the shaft. and this is all cool stuff. Edge there, it's just cool. It's like, yeah. What a beautiful shot. So then Greef tries to convince him to stay and at least talk things out, and he's saying, no, I gotta go take the kid to where the Jedi are. So we're gonna probably see Ahsoka next, in the next episode. Yeah, not the TIE fighter, the X-Wing fighter from the Rebellion. He's trying to squeeze them from information where Mando is. He talks to Cara Dune and about her being from Alderaan, and he served at the time. I like that stuff. He offers her a part in the rebellion, I think, by leaving like a badge for her. And then we go on to Moff Gideon, and there are a lot of signature shots that remind you, that's supposed to be reminiscent of A New Hope, and I like that. But they're talking about the baby, that, yeah, Mando still has a baby, and how they are using the baby's blood and midichlorians to make... I'm not too sure if they're using it for the clones, or if they're using it for what's shown here in this scene, where it looks like they're the dark troopers, right? The force-sensitive troopers or something, that are going to be a menace. And I think they're going to be the main threat, the final main threat of this episode, of this season, these troopers that they get off the ground. But I think maybe yeah, they're using the Baby Yoda blood for the clone, and these troopers, Yeah, these troopers here will be the big bad guys for the end of this season. Hopefully Ahsoka and Bo-Katan will help out with these guys. That would be cool. Big action sequence between these guys and Mando, Bo-Katan, and Ahsoka. That would be cool. But that's it. It was directed by Carl Weathers. That's my reaction and review. It was a good episode. We're halfway through the season now, and we got a clear direction as to where things are going, and I like that a lot. Okay. So let's just get down to brass tacks here. I'm going to try to do these every Friday right now. That's the intent, but this last weekend I just got caught up with a lot of stuff. Right now, I'm trying to record at least 5 new songs before the Christmas time. And it's really consuming a lot of my work. Not the fact that I can get in front of the camera, but it's taxing on my voice. I'm trying to get myself up into vocal conditions. And it just takes a lot of time and energy. So I'm going to try to have the Mandalorian episodes up every Friday, and I'm going to try to do a movie show every Wednesday for the next couple of weeks here. Plus, right now, I'm a World of Warcraft player, and Shadowlands is launching today, so that's what I'll be doing for the next couple of weeks or so. Just getting things up to speed with that. But yeah, I'll be continuing on with The Mandalorian for sure. I'm just going to dial back a little bit with the YouTube stuff. I'll do maybe YouTube shorts for the movie news stuff. We'll see how that goes. All right. I can't wait for the next episode. It's supposed to be maybe hinted that it's going to be titled The Jedi. So we'll see.